Hello tacticians and shadowrunners, street samurai and chipheads. Welcome to Shadowrun Hong Kong and Playing Hardball. Shadowrun Hong Kong is the third game by Harebrained Schemes, published in 2015. You can find the first one, Shadowrun Returns, on my channel and find a link in the description of this video. And the second game, Shadowrun Dragonfall, published in 2014, also find a link in this video's description. So if you remember, well, I would also actually recommend that you watch the other videos first, as I am also explaining some more stuff about the world of Shadowrun. But just in a nutshell, Shadowrun plays in the 2050s. Magic events have happened. Magic has come back to the world. A part of the population has mutated in a way into the classic fantasy races, but there's also other stuff. And it is combined with the modern world that has evolved to the year or through the 21st century. The connection between man and machine or woman and machine has been invented. People have cyberware, augmentations, artificial limbs. And a lot of magical creatures appear daily, basically. The world is basically ruled by mega corporations. National states have lost influence up to the point that they don't play a role anymore. But new states have formed. Those that were able to use the magic to their advantage have gained power. And that is the situation. So let's look into this one, Shadowrun Hong Kong. I just want to introduce you to this game. Because it completes on the struggle or during the journey to complete my personal channel. This definitely belongs into my personal game library, and I utterly recommend this game to you, as I did with the first two games of Shadowrun. I really like the whole setting. And let's have a look into it. They actually, Harebrained Schemes, actually published bonus content, by the way. So if you finish the normal campaign, Shadowrun Hong Kong, then you get to play a little bit longer. That's pretty nice, isn't it? So let's play hard, because we are playing hardball here. And let's create our character. So if you have watched the other ones, then you will notice that, something is relatively comparable. And let's have a female. Let's have a female troll this time, right? So we are building it complete, or her completely. What? Sorry, that one. Let's have a look at the faces. So this is how they imagine trolls to look like. Trolls do have bony growth on the body, often resulting in different kinds of horns on the head. They have tusks, long teeth, sharp teeth. Yeah, that's how they roll and how they look. Oh, she's a beauty, isn't she? And she's actually quite pretty, I think. So let's run with her. But just to tell you a little bit, in case you didn't want to watch the other videos or about Shadowrun or don't remember. So we have humans, of course, the regular human who gets 3 karma. We have elves who are usually more charismatic, and you could imagine that they can be quite quicker than the ordinary human. Dwarves are sturdier and stubborn, so they usually have way higher willpower than the average human. But all of these guys, all of the people, they are Homo sapiens, so they are human beings. They are just, you could say, a new subclass of humans, right? They have a lot of new nice portraits, by the way. Just clicking through here. These are the dwarves. These are the dwarven ladies. Yeah, so we have like a cyberpunk world. Yeah, so let's have this one here. And yeah, and by the way, so and orcs, they actually don't have such a high life expectancy as normal humans or ordinary humans. Usually they only become around 40 years old, but they are stronger and taller usually than the average human, which results in them having body a maximum of 14 points and strength 12. Yeah, so. And trolls are the biggest ones. They become or can become tallest, heaviest, which results in them to have more body and strength, actually. But usually they don't aspire to the highest levels of intelligence, let's say. But usually, like the average troll is as intelligent or as unintelligent as any ordinary human. So let's have her. She's pretty. Can we change anything? Ah, yeah, like this. I mean, we could change the horns a little bit, right? That's the hairstyle. Or let's check out what kind of horns they have. This one is rather irregular. Oh, this one is pretty irregular. Smaller ones. Weird ones. Many. Wicked ones. Oh, impressive ones. Smaller ones. Yeah, let's roll with these. Okay, it's fine. So, and then we have karma. The skill system works with karma. And yeah, as in the second game, they have changed the... or no, contrary to the first two games, they have changed the appearance a little bit. And looking here... This one here, cyber affinity, which means that we can use some other stuff. And this one is probably like in the midterm interesting because I want to have someone who can do decking, a decker again. And here we get additional essence. So because I'd like to have a troll lady who is actually more intelligent than the average. Knows how to deck, so let's have the decking, and who does drone control, right? Let's have 2 points. So here we can see the system has changed slightly, and with every point in drone control we get a certain bonus for our drones, right? So and here we can already use class B drones. ESP. Ah, yeah, the expert systems. Yeah, let's have this one like this. Willpower. This is interesting because we can see dragon lines, spellcasting. I'm not so sure what this is like. FOW might be fog of war. No? Let's have this one. 2 quickness, a little bit of dodge maybe. Charisma, Shadowrunner, etiquette. So the thing is, every other point in charisma opens up the possibility to get to know about etiquette. I explained that one in the first video. So now I'm just going briefly over it. Yeah, so like the way to behave and what to say, what is expected of you, the usual behavior in the given social group that you know about is represented by this. So like security has certain procedures, yeah, and if we know about it, like as the Shadowrunner people, yeah, we have been a Shadowrunner. So Shadowrunners, by the way, they are usually sinless, which means they don't have a social information number. They are unregistered people, basically criminals most of the time, yeah, hiding or living in the shadows of the huge mega corporation. So that's the thing here. And by the way, so having a totem is also pretty nice. So let's have a totem. And here we see, by the way, that there are more totems than in the first 2 games, or different ones especially. And so we have coyote, eagle, raccoon. I'm just clicking through it. I'm not going over everything. You can just click the pause button and look at it if you want. Fish appears to be interesting because minus 10% chance for enemies to hit us is interesting. Or leopard, 1 movement and 1 armor. Seems to be interesting. The dove, if we want to have spirits under tight control. The bull gives us damage reduction. This is like the Dragon Slayer, right? In Shadowrun Dragonfall, I guess. Scorpion damages us, but I think that bear is actually a good thing because it can heal us every 3 turns. So, and that's actually my tip. But of course it depends on your playstyle, right? So we have body. We're not going into the cyberware affinity right now. We do have some quickness. We could shoot a shotgun or something, but let's not do that right now. We got strength from being a troll, but actually we are more the brainy person. And yeah, charismatic. Well, let's have some willpower as well, and let's be able to do some spell casting as well, right? So my idea is, or my recommendation would be, if you want to have a person who can do a lot of different stuff, that's usually my personal approach in games, because I play from a completionist perspective and not so much from an expert perspective. I like to experience all in one playthrough. But of course, it would be interesting also to really specialize. But let's not do it right now. Here we go. Oh yeah, and well, just to explain it a little bit more for you. So we have the ability, like body, quickness, strength, intelligence, willpower, and charisma. This is basically the dominating ability, and every ability has secondary skills, basically, right? So you need to have a certain number in the dominating ability to be able to raise the different skills up to the points, but you can't go beyond. So if I have 2 points quickness, I couldn't get this one here higher, right? For range combat. So, and that's it. So, but maybe we should actually get a little bit of range combat here. No, we don't, because we have drones, right? We want to have drones that work for us. So that's the idea. We are only going for the dodge. So we are not sitting around, and we are not totally squishy and useless, but we will fight with our drones, and we can do some spell casting, right? Let's have 1 spirit control. Conjuring. Oh yeah, here. Like this one, now we have 2 points left. And let's have this one here, yeah. Let us have 2 points, maybe in biotech. This way we see enemy hit points as well. That would mean that we are really focusing on intelligence here. Yeah, I think we can do that. So let's get biotech. Ah, it's just 1 point. So sorry, of course. So we've got 2 points. Can we put them anywhere where it's useful? No, not really. Spirit control 2 though. Yeah, well, let's do that. Let's do that. 2 points. That's probably for the best. Let's roll like this. So, yeah. And just to explain a little bit more, so now we have someone who's relatively sturdy for the beginning. We have 30 hit points. Every point comes with 10, as it says here, with some resilience and stuff, and also 10 points of hit points. Everybody point. So cyberware affinity, as we can see, there is more cyberware available in this third game of Shadowrun. I'm just mousing over it. If you want to read it for yourself, you can click the pause button. Quickness, dodging. Yeah, I mean, trolls are heavy and big, and dodging is always difficult. Ranged combat. Overwatch is certainly, from the tactical point of view, very interesting, but we are not going for any weapon attack right now with this character. But if we were, we had the choice between pistols, submachine guns, shotguns, and rifles, right? So, and usually there is some kind of skill that lets us, like this one here, the aim shot for everything, for every group, yeah? That lets us aim quicker, shoot more bullets, spray bullets in an area, shoot people in the head, dead eye, yeah, or pierce armor, like this one here, shred armor and stuff, disarm someone even, right? So throwing weapons is also not so uninteresting, especially as it's a quiet thing. However, I think it doesn't make a difference in this game. So like noise doesn't make a difference. And by the way, one of the reasons I am doing these videos on Shadowrun right now is that I had played the Cyber Knight demo, which is strongly inspired by Shadowrun in my opinion, but making a lot of things better. I mean, of course, that's a modern game they are working on right now, so in that way Shadowrun is some kind of inspiration and predecessor to that game, I guess. But if you want to have a look, you can find that one on my channel too. And there they actually have the mechanic included or implemented that you can go silent. Yeah. So and so far this game is simpler, but I mean, of course, it's nearly 10 years old, right? Like, yeah, it's eight years. This is the 8th year. Anyway, so and if you want to have a real street samurai, you can even go here with melee weapons. Pommel strike, cleave, disarm someone, or you go unarmed, you have a roundhouse kick, yeah, rip armor to shreds and other stuff, disarm people. Yeah, then this is what we go for. Deckers are the people who go into the Matrix, basically the internet of the future, where you log on to with actually your real brain as a means of communication. And you control it with your thoughts, which of course is pretty dangerous as well, or can be rather dangerous. So and for that you use a deck, a cyber deck, and we have different ones here. Sony, Renraku is also a mega corporation. Fuji, or here the Fairlight Excalibur, the wet dream of every decker, the best one, very expensive as well. So, and we have pretty nice drones here, up to S-class Hoover drones. Yeah, so that's all pretty nice. And the thing is, if you are a decker like this character and you control drones, then you need to invest your action points into the drone control actually. So it's in a way it's the same, you could say, of shooting yourself, you know, but a drone is of course a little bit more flexible. So that's the thing. Here we'll have some limited spellcasting ability. I just want to have the ability maybe to heal or something. I think that's useful, but more importantly to have the totem. And we can do a little bit of conjuring. So let's see. But I think this is a nice thing. And also this way we can see some stuff in this introduction. Yeah. So street name, Hardball. First name. As we are in Hong Kong, it's of course Mai Ling Chao Yuang is the first name, right? And the last name is Hung Cho Li. So, okay, I'm just making fun of fun, right? But that's better than X or something. So, a Harebrained Schemes production.
You have one new message.
Hong Kong Free Enterprise Zone, August 2056.
It's Raymond.
Raymond.
I hope I have the right number. Look, I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I need your help. Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets? I told you that the past is just a story, that if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you. Yeah. I was wrong. I'm on my way to Hong Kong now, to finish something I should have faced a long time ago. And I need you with me. I know we're not blood, and we didn't leave things in a good place, but you and Duncan are the only real family I have. Please, if our past means anything to you, meet me in Hong Kong right away. I'll explain more when you get here. I'm begging you. I'm almost out of time.
This is Hong Kong, and this is a pyramid, as you can see. There's also an Aztec style mega corporation. Yeah, with the reintroduction of magic, the old South American empires have actually risen again, as did the Native Americans. Very interesting. So this whole setting of Shadowrun is really, really interesting, in my opinion. Yeah, and this is a pretty cool beginning, pretty promising. And as we know from the first two games, the story of Shadowrun, that's really the cool thing. So while the story of the first game was excellent, the second one is very good, in my opinion. This third one here is also excellent again. And you'll very soon you'll know why. I hope you agree. If you don't, please do tell in the comment section. So, hard landing. Raymond Black. The old man gave us a home once, took us and Duncan off the gang-ridden streets of the Barrens, sheltered, educated, slapped sense into us both, until we almost resembled productive members of society. And then we took off. Left it all behind, landed behind bars for a time, tried to start a new life after that. It's been 8 years since we've heard Raymond's voice. Until out of the blue, we got this cryptic message, a plea for help. Meet me in Hong Kong right away. And wired to our account enough Nguyen to pay for the flight and then some. Nguyen is the new currency, the new global currency. The dominating currency in the world of Shadowrun of the 2050s. The descent is rough. A squall comes out of nowhere, sending a solid sheet of rain punching into the suborbital transport. With a ragged shudder, the plane finally skids to a halt at the edge of the Chek-Lap-Kok tarmac. An hour and an interminable number of emotionless security checkpoints later, we hail a water taxi to Victoria Harbour. Hong Kong looms ahead, pulsing with energy. Aha. Hong Kong, Victoria Harbour. Oh, what's that? ship leaves us. We step from the churning of the water taxi to the ponderous rocking of the docks, our stomach lurching at the transition. As soon as we are clear, the captain nods once and steers the small craft back into the harbor. The man never said a word, just handed us a worn brown duffel bag when we stepped on board, filled with gear, some stiff new body armor, and a note. Better safe than sorry, D. Above, smog-thick clouds hang low in the sky, reflecting the lights of the city in a nauseating swirl. The wind changes direction more than once, creating a heady stew of aromas: diesel, sea salt, street food, and filth. It's all we can do to keep our in-flight meal where it belongs. Two figures stand waiting in the dim light of the pier. The first is an orc, lean, with in-your-face muscles and a jaw made to break fists. The second is an elf, one hand resting casually against her hip. Raymond Black is nowhere to be seen. Well, don't you look like shit? Duncan Wu, the closest thing we have to a brother. We haven't seen the man in 8 years, still as charming as ever. He grins. Green's not really your color, my Ling Chao Yuan. Doesn't go with that nice new armor I got you. As we open our mouth to respond, something shifts alarmingly in our stomach, a liquid bubbling sensation. Ooh, oh body 3, tough it out. Don't know what you are talking about. Must be the harbor lights messing with you. We have a very female voice for a troll lady, right? Must be. Guess you've still got some of your old fortitude at least, he laughs, considering how much synthahol we used to put down. I'd be surprised if you couldn't handle a little chop. Anyway, we gotta go find Raymond. Find Raymond? I thought he'd be here. Never showed up. He's still got that same baritone rasp. Had it since he was 12. Wu developed early. When was the last time you saw him? A few weeks ago, before I got this message telling us to meet him here. I'd been working a lot, so I hadn't been by the house in a while. House still the same? Is Miss Maloney still cleaning up a trail of pipe tobacco in his wake? The orc bows his head. Miss Maloney's dead. Mai Ling Chou Yuan. 3 years ago, bad ticker. He couldn't hire another housekeeper after that. He kinda creeped them out. But he's just a little old man. The orc bows his head. His voice sounds far away. I know. But Raymond hasn't been himself in a long time. How so? He's been restless, staying in his study inside his own head a lot, and he barely sleeps anymore. I've been worried about him, but I haven't figured out what to do about it. He looks up at us and shrugs. And I didn't have a sister to turn to. Hell, wasn't too sure you were even alive still, until Raymond managed to track down your number. The woman standing beside him breaks in. We should get going, Duncan. Head back to the meeting point in case your dad shows up. Copy that, Sarge. They are wearing Lone Star body armor. Looks like Duncan's Wu's gone private police. Yeah, so Lone Star is indeed a private police corporation, or like company, that is working for many of the mega corporations, and or is also employed by national states that don't have the resources or the political power to actually enforce law and order anymore, which of course invites Lone Star also to private enterprise, and certainly not the levels of legal standards like these days in our reality, right? So you, his partner? Unfortunately, yes. Although partner's not the right word for it exactly. I like superior officer better, she grins. I'll let him carry my coffee for me, write my parking tickets, that kind of thing. The woman taps her chest with an armored figure. Carter. I figured I could use some backup. Didn't know what Raid got himself into, and I wasn't sure you were gonna show up. It's a tossed-off remark, but there's an undercurrent of resentment in it. Hey, you got something you want to say? Nope, he shakes his head. Hey, look, I'm glad you're here, Mailing Chao Yuan. Seriously. But I'm gonna need some time to get used to having you around again. Been a while since I heard from you. Know what I mean? Okay. He's actually calling us a lot with our name. If I had known that, or remembered that actually, because it's been a while that I played the game, I wouldn't have called us Mailing Chao Yuan. But well, I hope you guys can forgive me. Memories of sleepless nights and lock-up flash by. Wondering if we'd ever see Duncan or Raymond again. Wondering if we even wanted to. And then, stepping out into the daylight, suddenly free, the fallout of some obscure corporate restructuring, a few hundred nuyen worth of apology from our former jailers, and a decision to start a new life, to leave the past behind. All of it, until now. I know I've been out of touch. Yeah, we'll talk about it later, okay? Yeah. Who stares at us, his goggles reflecting the harbor lights. Yeah, okay. He scans the waterfront, frowning. Let's just find Raymond. He was supposed to meet us in the plaza on the other side of this pier. The sooner we find him, the sooner you all can have a big happy family reunion over dinner, Carter grins. And the sooner I can find a place to get a drink around here. Damn right. Ahead of us, Hong Kong rises serpent-like from the sea. Government and megacorp coiled together, writhing in their basket of institutionalized corruption. No one can tell where the snake's body ends and its tail begins. That's what Raymond used to say. Duncan turns and starts down the pier. Carter follows. Okay, so here we are. Water looks pretty dirty. So in the world of Shadowrun, in the 2050s, the environment is of course a mess. Sour rain, acid rain is coming down. So what do we have here? Fresh construction is expanding the harbor out into the water. Corporate interests can afford to build streets, new streets on the water, right? So something like that. So, and I mean the general system is the same as in the two former or in the two games before. So let's have a look at us. Yeah, we don't have any karma to spend. This is us. What do we have? Well, we do have a data jack in our head. That's good. But I actually had to... Oh, but that's good. So we have haste and we have the mana bolt. Okay. Alright then. So that is actually convenient. We are walking or running pretty noisily. Well, okay, I mean we are... What's this here? Construction site, this one is closed. I mean we are a big troll lady, right? Locked gate. The guard shack at the end of the pier is dark and empty. Duncan gives the gate a push, but it doesn't budge. Huh. Well, that was open earlier. Duncan frowns. Looks pretty solid. Shouldn't there be someone here to let us out or something? Yeah, smells a little funny, don't it? Carter shrugs. Who knows? It's Hong Kong. Not exactly sure how things work around here. Come on, rookie. We can cut through the construction site. I hate it when you call me that. Okay, so... Yeah, I like how they build the world, and also the whole writing is of very high quality in my opinion. You don't see that in many games on that level. The gate is locked, but the nearby control panel appears accessible. Carter pulls it open with a metallic screech that pierces our skull, sending a new wave of pain down to our churning stomach. Carter. She examines the control panel for a moment, then throws Wu a backward glance. Looks like there's another way of the docks on the other side of this gate. I think that I can bypass the lock. Well, we're also intelligent. Let me take a crack at that. Enjoy. She steps aside to let us get to the panel. This is a civilian area and security's light. We bypass the door circuit with ease. The gate rattles open. Alright. So there we are. What's going on here? Oh, we have... shouting in Cantonese. More Cantonese, too quick to catch. Tattooed people. The group on the dock was fishing a package out of a speedboat when we surprised them. Now the package is at the bottom of the bay and the speedboat is disappearing into the distance. They close on us, red-faced and yelling. The light of the harbor glints off of their weapons as they approach. I guess these guys are not happy now. By the way, we have before in the in the first game this was called Ley Line and now it was called Dragon Line, right? So they close in, yelling. The leader shouts something in Cantonese, but it's too fast to make out. We are rusty. It's been years since Raymond's house and the language lesson that wouldn't end. The old man never spoke anything but his native language at home. Duncan Wu speaks with authority. His Cantonese is as solid as ever. He never let it drop. You guys doing some late night fishing? The smuggler smiles. Oh, it's another orc. A tattooed gunman. Oh yeah, we are fishing for assholes. Wu points at their weapons. You're gonna need some better bait. All you're gonna catch with that is trouble. We whisper to Duncan. Seriously? Did they teach you that in Rent-A-Cop school? He turns to us with a smile starting on his face, then he thinks better of it. Turns back to the smugglers. Wu flashes his badge. Lone Star, put your weapons down. The smuggler squints at Wu's badge, then smiles at his friends. Never seen a badge like that before. Either it's fake or you're some kind of security guard. He grasps his rifle. Either way, this ends the same. I think he's done talking. Well, so yeah, we do have turn-based combat. There are these ley lines here, but let's have a look. So, as I did with the other games, the other Shadowrun games, so we do have, it's all very simple actually. Yeah, I'm not telling everything now, but if you want, you can click the pause button and just read it for yourself. But this is like they had it. I think this is a very nice way to make a tutorial. It's, in my opinion, it's all very simple. Yeah, spellcasting. Here, that's Essence Wild Magic Dragon Lines. Oh yeah, that's the one. So the wild magic of Hong Kong can be harnessed by spellcasters to amplify the power and accuracy of spells. Okay. Is it here? Oh yeah, here. And this is the Dragon Lines. Weak ones, normal ones, and intense ones give a bonus to accuracy and other benefits, right? So that's spellcasting karma. We already talked about that a bit. Cyberware that we can use to augment our body, but we lose our humanity the more we turn ourselves into a cyborg, of course, which makes us distant and yeah, also increases the risk of going just insane. Mages, riggers that connect to their drones and machines that can also rig into bigger vehicles like ships, planes, or cars, or even tanks. A decker, who jacks into the matrix. Physical adepts, basically the kung fu fighters that use magic to hone their bodies. Shamans that excel at controlling spirits and communicating with them using fetishes and other stuff. Street samurais, using regular guns. So basically, like, street samurais are typically the ones that are cybered up significantly as well, right? So then we've got the Matrix with different programs that are a danger to the decker. Yeah, and then hacking is what they do. Oh yeah, and it's basically they've introduced a form of mini game. Yeah, that's also pretty interesting. So, but it will not be part of this introduction actually. So we do have some stuff here. Let's use our haste. That's actually really useful. Let's use haste on Duncan because he's a good shot. His rifle. This is all half cover. This way he can run there. Let's run here. Close to these guys, and then we do a full auto attack. Oh, that's a mage. Yeah, let's take out the mage as quickly as possible. Ah, we missed him. That's sad. And she can go onto the ley line, actually. Because, yeah, she can do... Oh, that's a great spell, the mana ball. So there are normal spells that use physical attacks, basically. Oh. Got us. Oh, that hurt. But also mana base. So those are magic attacks that bypass any armor. So we got shot. Let's ask Bear to heal us. And let's use the mana bolt. Oh, we are really not good here. Why are we so bad at shooting the guy? Well, then let's shoot this thug. Yes, oh, we even missed with 72%, so that's not good. You do a full auto, I guess. Yeah. Full auto on this guy. Oh, come on. Shoot him some more. Oh, come on. Why are we so bad? We could actually... Yeah, so the mana ball is an area of effect spell. We don't need to heal anybody. Yeah, but I guess, well, we should shoot this guy first. 70%. Good. Oh, it bounced. Okay, I didn't know it could do that. I was aware that it could do it could do that. Actually, that's interesting. Okay, let's try it again. Or is it like because we are on the ley line? Let's have a look. Dragonline spell bouncing. Dragonlines may also cause spells to seek out additional unintended targets. Interesting. Okay. I didn't know that, or I didn't remember that. Okay then, so let's shoot at this one. Oh, interesting. Very nice. Okay. Oh, they are messing us up. Oh, and we are flanked. Okay, well, that's not good. So we don't have much stuff. What's this? Ah, it's a false elemental fetish. So this way we can actually... Is there... There is no spirit that we could actually get. Yeah, we are really bad right now. So it's actually... One bad thing actually is that it doesn't show the percentage from the position where we run. But let's get here on this one. It's kind of risky, but we need to do something. Yeah, and there's no way to do anything else. Okay, well, I thought we would get a drone maybe or something, like, but it's probably too expensive for the beginning. Let's have this enforcer. Oh, we missed him. Okay, very sad. Duncan. He's in light cover. Firstly, you shoot the mage. Oh, come on! Well then. Shoot the mage. Kata. Wounded and 11. Heals, hardball. And then shoots powerball with this one and we miss again. Very sad. Oh, it's throwing a grenade. Oh, that's not good. Oh my goodness, what are these guys doing? There was a flashbang grenade. But we can see that... oh, and she's stunned now. Oh yeah, okay. Could mark the guy. Let's mark him. We miss him. Because we lost the action point, right? Let's shoot the guy. Ah yeah, very good. Okay, good. But this is very dangerous now. Oh, he's got another grenade. Ah, but fortunately he missed us. Okay, good. And now we use Bear. Asking Bear to heal us. Our totem, very good. Why are we so bad? Yeah, well, because we only have 2 willpower, that's the thing. 34 and this one is just 20. Well then, so let's have 34%. Missing the guy. You shoot him. 2 misses. Dragon line. 54 in this one. Shooting the mana ball. Oh yeah, nice. 20 points. Oh, he healed himself. Interesting. So this one on Duncan again. Duncan needs to reload. Makes an M shot. Okay, good. He's flanked. And another shot. With just 44. Okay, very good. Do you think those guys were triad? So they could... Not sure. I don't recognize the tattoos. Okay, so... And, well... And, by the way, so we can't get any loot. But we do find stuff. Sometimes. Which I find very sad. Oh, it's Toko, an illegal street drug made from the leaked kamikaze formula. Adds 1 body strength and willpower for 5 rounds. Every time the user is attacked, strength increases. Okay. Let's take this one. We can sell it, maybe. So, but otherwise there's nothing here. So, and that's maybe a thing that I find a bit unfortunate because I love looting. Yeah, and let's have a look. So our HP situation, is it okay? We have 22 points and he's got 50 and she's 40. So let's do the security checkpoint and the gate panel. This one's been vandalized and busted up good. A real nightmare of a repair job. Wu stares at the fence considering. Loops and halls of razor wire glitter in this lamplight. Looks edged with monofilament. The corporations here don't screw around. Guess we'd better find another way through. Yeah, because monofilament will just rip through everything. Monofilament is also like a monofilament whip. Just consists of 1 string of molecules and that can sever the connection between other molecules, of course. Just ripping through, right? And you don't want to get in contact with that one. Duncan nods his agreement. Think you can get the gate open, Carter? She winks at him. What do you think? She eyeballs the job. It will take me a few minutes though. Frowning, she leans in to get a closer look at the mangled fuse box. A few seconds later, she starts pulling wires and yanking fuses, a look of intense concentration on her face. I thought she was a mage. In Cantonese, Mai Ling Chao Yuang. He sounds like Raymond when he does that. In Cantonese, the pen of my aunt is sitting on the end table. Satisfied? He shakes his head, continues in Cantonese. You gonna be dick about this, Mai Ling Chao Yuang? We are in Hong Kong. Only Cantonese from now on. Just like when we lived at Raymond's house. Those endless drills are about to pay off. Okay, just like at Raymond's. In Cantonese. He nods once, satisfied, then turns his back and scans the horizon. At least you can still handle yourself in a fight. Well, did you doubt it? His back still to us. Nope. The silence between us gets louder, heavier. Then it's broken by a sudden wailing screech. Wu's hand goes to his holster. The screech is replaced by the sound of grinding wheels. Glancing over to the console, we see Carter grinning back at us. Got it. Okay, so... yeah, so the role-playing, or like the whole atmosphere is nice. And now that we said, okay, we thought she's a mage, but she knows stuff about electronics as well. And that's the nice thing about Shadowrun. So it's an open system, of course, like from the game mechanics, but it's also logical, right? I mean, why wouldn't a mage be able to shoot a shotgun on an assault rifle, right? For example, if he wants to. I mean, obviously, as he has to study hard, he's probably not getting like Olympia shooter or something, like an Olympic shooter, but besides, shooting weapons is rather easy. So anyway, so there are people here. The light from the nearby vendor stall stabs into our eyes, triggering a throbbing ache in the back of our skull. We stop short, squinting as rough voices drift in on the wind. Tattooed smuggler, where's everyone else? Where's the damn shipment?
Haven't seen them yet, we just got here.
The voice becomes irritated. Longwise probably waiting for us so we can haul it out of the boat for him, that lazy bastard. Let's just hang out here, let him find us. Carter keeps her voice low. Looks like we are on a stroll through Smuggler Central. These gangsters don't know we are here. We could probably just slip past. Or we could clip them. They are already looking for us. Might be better to take them out now while we've got the element of surprise on our side. Yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, nice. We do have a new game mechanic, ambushing enemies while unaware hostiles are on screen. Press the unholster button to enter turn-based combat mode. So that's nice. So there is, in a way, a certain sneak mode. Right. Let's get here. Ah, there's something, okay. Or maybe... ah, okay, no, we could sneak past, but I guess... I think we should take them out. Let's take them out. Because they are criminals. So let's enter the mode. And this one on Duncan. Duncan sneaks up there. And what about her? Ah, she goes here. Okay, good. Ah, yeah. Ah, okay. Oh, I wasn't aware that I could just click on this one here, but it's fine. So let's end this turn, and then she can actually shoot this one on all three of them. Very nice. First one goes down already. Duncan. Oh my goodness, why is the music so loud? Oh, we can't change it, huh? Oh no. I have to speak a little louder and reduce my volume. That's actually bad. I don't know. It's probably also a problem with the GeForce software. I experienced that. The artificial intelligence is managing that, and yeah, seems to like loud music. But actually, I had. I can't check anything. Wanna get back to the menu here. Ah no, sorry, I'm blind. Sorry, I'm blind. Yeah, we wanna hear the sound effect. So let's have a double burst fire. This is a smuggler. This one is the mage. Mages, yeah, can also be hit easier. So let's shoot him. Very nice, very nice. And shoot him. Yeah, excellent. And we do this one. 43. Oh, we are so bad. Why are we so bad? Well, I should have put more into willpower. Ah yeah, excellent. So that was a pretty nice ambush, right? Are you impressed as well? Ah yeah, and they do have something. Flower shop. And they have some motorbikes. Basic medkit. That's nice. Let's take it. Okay. That will come in handy at some point. So yeah, we can see like the artwork has remained the same style. Oh yeah, and we got karma because we found this hidden area, and that's how we get stuff, right? So if we accomplish something, sometimes we get karma for that, or we do something, say something, find out something special, we get karma, which is one of the reasons why, and that is a tip for you to play, by the way, why I always like to keep a certain amount of karma unspent so that we can actually react, yeah, to something. So oh yeah, there are people there, a husky troll. So let's go here. There is ley line, and this looks like an area with the spirit. Okay, what's going on here? Nothing else. It's always useful to explore and yeah, to check out the area where you are, but there's nothing here. And do some recon. And is anything around here? No, this looks just like the parking lot. Okay, so let's go here like so. Oh yeah. Crossing the street, we can make out 4 shadowy figures loitering in the plaza ahead. I actually had hoped that we could stand there with the ley lines again. Troll, orc, dwarf, elf. 2 men, 2 women. They are different from the smugglers on the dock. Alert, poised, professional. You can see them. We can see that they have made a token attempt to conceal their weapons. The unspoken message is clear. We are strapped. Mind your manners. Wu stands up tall, takes that amused tone he gets whenever he's standing toe-to-toe with someone bigger. Someone who doesn't know they're about to go down. Evening, folks. You got permits for those bazookas? The thick troll pulls his mouth into a comic frown. Permits? Give me a minute. He makes a show of patting his pockets. Nope. Guess not. I must have dropped mine in a dumpster along with the last idiot who stepped to us. Wu coolly surveys the scene, nods in a friendly fashion. Is that right? Well then... We can almost feel Wu's cop training kick in. It's like watching a drone execute a command routine. He reaches for his rifle, brings it up quick, but it's too late. By the time it hits shoulder level, an assortment of nasty-looking ordnance is already trained on his head. Ah yeah. So we do have kind of a stand down here. Carter backs him up. She whips her arms forward, fists blazing with magical fire. Her eyes sweep the scene, darting from one figure to another. Alright, everyone, just be cool. The thick troll's voice is casual, amused. He shakes his gun in Wu's face. A little late for that, isn't it? Nah, it's never too late to be cool. We raise our weapon too. The troll winks at us and gives his attention to Wu. Maybe we got off on the wrong foot just now. Something we can do for you, officer. His mouth breaks into a patronizing grin. Wu's jaw tightens, but his tone stays cool and controlled. By the way, we remember the jaw that is fist breaking, right? I'm looking for an old man, Raymond Black. We were supposed to meet him here. You know him? The troll nods his enormous head. Mm-hmm. Whose voice gets an edge. We can see a vein in his temple start to pulse. Budum, budum. Where is he? Carter sees it too, keeps her voice neutral. Easy, Duncan. The troll maintains amused eye contact, but his weapon stays trained on Wu. That's right. Easy, Duncan. Your friend Raymond never showed. We've been waiting for the better part of an hour. You were gonna meet with Raymond? Mm-hmm. So you were his tour guides, right? The troll's yellow-brown tusks shift into a smile again. Kinda, yeah. The old man hired us to take you all on an excursion. Wu's brow furrows. Hired you? He takes a moment, looks them over. They are not assortment. A cybered-up troll, an orc girl with magical fetishes, a dwarf with the cyber deck slung on her back, and a tall elf standing behind them, quietly inscrutable. All with guns trained on Wu. Understanding spreads across Wu's face. His jaw tightens. You are Shadowrunners. The troll nods. Mm-hmm. Wu's shoulders creep up. His stance tightens. This is bullshit. Raymond would never hire Shadowrunners. They are criminals. The troll corrects him. Mercenary operatives. The dwarf cuts in. Her voice is soft but strong. Criminal mercenary operatives. So yeah, you were right. Your buddy Raymond was associating with a bunch of hardened criminals. Husky troll. The troll tosses Wu a sideways smile while staring down the barrel of his gun. Sorry to burst your bubble, Lone Star. Guess you didn't know the old man as well as you thought, huh? Wu tries to shake it off, but he's struggling to process the information. We can feel the heat coming off of him. The runners sense it too, and they tense up tight. They are keyed on Duncan and their guns are big. The looks on their faces make it clear. One wrong bead of sweat and Wu's going down in a red mist cloud. Carter remains completely still. Her voice is level, moderate. She's done this before. Let's all stay focused. No need for this to get ugly. She speaks quietly to Wu, who listens without turning his focus squarely on the troll. We need to find Raymond. These are the people who can help us do that. What were you guys hired to do? Exactly. We can tell the orc girl's had enough of the tension. She blurts it out. The old man wanted us to take him into Kowloon Walled City. She waves a hand at the three of us. You too. Two large rats, clinging to her hip and shoulder, poked their heads out of the folds of her clothing. They fixed their beady eyes on us intently. You know the walled city? Isn't this Kowloon City? The girl sighs, rolls her eyes. Yeah, this is Kowloon, but Kowloon Walled City is different. It's a shithole, the worst slum in the Eastern Hemisphere. Trit clips and news stories can't do it justice. Memories of growing up in the Redmond Barrens flash through our mind. The Redmond Barrens are a part of Seattle, so basically a bad area, slum of Seattle. That's where we come from. That's, by the way, a significant part Shadowrun plays in, actually. Although they have, like, as we can see with Berlin, in Shadowrun, Dragonfall, and here in Hong Kong, they have established Shadowrun in other locations as well. So Duncan says, we get it, it's a real bad place. Now, why would a little old man pay you to take him there? The dwarf standing next to her nods and jumps in. Wouldn't say. He mumbled a lot too, just kept rambling on and on about how he had to get in. Under ordinary circumstances, I never would have accepted the gig. The walled city's the last place I want to go. But the old man rolled up a truckload of nuyen and you gotta eat, right? Wu risks a glance at us. His weapon remains trained on the Shadowrunners, but a flicker of uncertainty plays across his face. Well, interesting story. Seems like a good time to ramp down the threat of violence, don't you think? The troll flashes us a smile that all tusks and no warmth. Okay, gang, I'll tell you what. He looks at his team as he slowly starts to lower his weapon. We're all gonna put our guns down. Oh! Get down now! Carter! What? Oh, she's dead. She's lying there, I guess. Oh, there are snipers about. Okay, let's run into cover. There's spirit. Where did they shoot from? Must have come from this roof or something. Or that roof. Somewhere. Could be everywhere. These guys took cover into that direction. But could also have been come from here, right? Or I didn't see it. Or was it from here? Well, let's run to the ley line. Now that our mage is dead. Cover into both directions, so the sound of high caliber rifle shots hangs in the air and the red dots of laser sights sweep the area. Carter, the troll, and the silent elf lie dead in widening pools of blood, their heads broken open like melons dropped from a 4-story building. The orc girl screams from cover. Nightjar! Nightjar! Come on, big man, talk to me! Got shot! No, no! She turns to the dwarf, her eyes wild with fear. Oh shit, this isn't good! Officer on megaphone. A voice blares out from a loudspeaker. This is the police. Lay down your weapons, put your hands behind your head and come out where we can see you. Duncan Wu, Mai Ling Cho Yuang Hung Cho Li. Come out where we can see you. You have 3 seconds. Duncan crouches behind cover, his gaze locked on Carter's corpse. His voice comes out in a hoarse roar. Stand down, damn it! I'm a law enforcement. Lone Star! Lone Star! He's driven deeper into cover by a hail of gunfire. The dwarf shakes her head at him. Her voice is flat. Save your breath, they won't listen. Use your eyes, these bastards aren't here to make arrests. A sniper shot hits the wall next to her head, showering her in an explosion of plaster. Stay down! Duncan, are you hurt? Everyone, pipe down, just give me a minute. The red girl stares at the ground intently as if listening. Then her brow furrows, her eyes go beady and her nose wrinkles up. She begins to sway back and forth, her lips moving soundlessly. Okay, she's casting something or conjuring something or communicating with her totem, it appears. So her totem is red, apparently. She snaps out of her trance. Okay, I've got a way out. It's at the end of the street. Everyone come with me. Everyone? We don't need the rent-a-corpse. Gob it. We are the only ones. The little orc girl whips her head towards her friend. There are extra firepower is. I got us an exit, but we've got to get past the heat and we can't shoot our warehouses on our own. If nothing else, they can soak up a few rounds for us. She turns to us, her pupils pinpricks of intensity. Just stick to cover and keep close. There's a door down the street that leads to a back alley. That's our exit point. You fall behind, you get left behind. Well. Ah, there's a matrix point. Okay. Oh, there are guys there. That's... So let's increase Duncan's hit points. Duncan's action points. Yeah, and we certainly should get into cover. Let's do this one. There's someone, so from here it appears to be free. This HKPF captain. And by the way, so let's do this one. It appears, yeah, that's not necessarily a problem with the game, but it's the GeForce software that is doing what it wants on my system. Sorry about that. So we can shoot the guy. We have 2 shots. Oh, that's in this one maybe. In this one we have at 75. Yeah. Crit is 0. Critical. This one. Just 2 attacks, yeah. In the 18 though. Well then, well yeah, let's do this one, like so. Okay, good. It's 1 shot. 57. Ah, okay. Then the red shaman. Probably shouldn't stand in the open. Ah yeah, but she can... This one on the dwarf. And by the way, we can actually conjure a spirit. Run there, and we get one shot. Let's shoot at this guy. This one is 2 attacks. 58. Now let's do the 2. Oh yeah, nice. That person bleeds. Oh, gets us. Okay. Oh, there's someone coming from there. Okay, that's not good. $61 points. 61%. Oh, come on, we missed. Well, and I mean, we are rather okay with the spirit control, but yeah, let's have a look. How good is she actually? Willpower is 5, charisma is 6, conjuring, summoning, spirit control. Okay, she's way better. Then let's have her control the spirit. So we are just... we need to heal ourselves. The others, yeah, they are only shooting at us for some reason. Duncan, 75, let's shoot this guy. But also it's 54. No, this one. Apologies, just sneezing. Can we actually do this one here? It costs 2. Oh, then we can run onto the lay point of the dragon point. Okay, it's the wild magic of Hong Kong, right? So let's do this one. Oh, it's an interesting spirit. Okay, monsoon. So the monsoon can go here. Yeah, we wanna go there. There. Come on. There. Oh, there. So we are in cover. That looks actually pretty cool. It's like a very Asian design, kind of, right? So water bolt. And by the way, is anybody hurt? No. We feel ourselves. So the water bolt strips also 2 armor from people. Oh, there are more over here. Oh yeah, and there are drones. Okay, so you shoot this one. Missing. Oh, that's not good. And here 59%. Excellent. He kills her. Dwarf runs there. Going for the exit point. Ah yeah, decking. It might be possible to use the network connection of this police motorcycle to do some damage to their local network. No, let's back off because Hardball can do the drone control too, right? Now we are actually standing in the way, kind of, are we? But we can shoot this guy nicely actually, so let's do that. Oh, this is, what is this? Oh, a mini grenade launcher. Now that's neat. Let's shoot the guy with the grenade launcher. Nice. For 18 damage, actually. Oh yeah, nice. We get another shot. Yeah, that's that. Good. Ah, that's now the person is actually... Oh. Oh, that's not good. Okay, but we need to do this one here now. Drone control. Drone control. Send a remote command to override the local drone's IFF routine. The police drones will now ignore previous orders and fire on their masters. Yeah, that's actually a good solution. Duncan. Do we have a sideline from here? This one for 46. Let's try it. It's 51, okay. 54. Oh, and we missed, okay. And you need to heal yourself. Do that. Okay. You... 14%. Those there are hydro daggers. It's a conjurer. Nice. Okay, for 18. What? Oh. Oh. Well, let's reload the mini grenade launcher. She apparently has a lot of grenades with her. Good. Okay. Should rip through the... Oh. That's not good. Oh my goodness. Like a fireball. Okay, Goblet is not in such a good shape right now. And she healed herself with something. I mean, we need to get out of there. So let's herself. And let's get away from the ley line, but rather like this. You 7%, so that's really a waste. Yeah, we are kind of useless, so I feel like I messed up the character creation a little bit, but well, so let's try. This one is nearly dead, but let's try to have... Ah yeah, very good. This one is a marked target and you need to shoot this one here. Come on, shoot him. Okay, 2. Very nice. Very nice. Good shot. Reloading. And then we can actually shoot this one. Oh yeah, nice. There. Oh, well that's also a solution for that spirit. Movement. Okay, the drones are not so good. But we need to get there. Okay. Yeah, to the west. Okay. Mark this one. Missed. And well, we have 10% chance. And this one, 38. So let's try that. We missed. Duncan. So let's run there. Need to make way forward. She's in a really tough spot. Being there like so. Yeah, and we need to increase our aim. Duncan is actually maybe our best chance. And the dwarf. But she's very slow. Ah, we have actually one more, okay. Yeah, let's shoot this one then. Oh no, actually, let's do this one on the dwarf. So that's good. I actually don't want to... Yeah. This. Let's shoot the mage. 50%. Ah yeah, nice, good. So the customized silver gun is actually pretty nice and gives them bleeding. So I'm not impressed with the police drone. So they destroyed the first one. Very good. Okay, I take that one back. This one here. On Duncan. And by the way, the way we handle this this battle, guys, this is also like advice, right? How to handle battles on Shadowrun. Increasing our chance to hit and making a regular attack 56%. Excellent, she's done. What's going on here further? Okay. Yeah, and she's doing really badly. But yeah, so we should probably stay back. This one. And accuracy. And accuracy is just one. Increase that one again. It's for 2 turns. Yeah, okay. Going a bit forward. Now you go there. Tough little dwarven lady. You're also kind of messed up. Is there someone? Doesn't look like it. Okay then. But we shouldn't just run into the open. Ah yeah, okay, good. So it looks free, okay. But let's be careful. She's actually pretty tall. Tall and thin. Dwarf runs there. Oh, someone is coming from behind. Oh no. Oh, that was a nasty one. We run there. Ask Bear to help us. Thanks, Bear. Well, we have one drone left that might shoot at them. And there was the guy. Oh well, I guess we should go forward. Oh yeah, this is a police car. Ah, there are people, okay. Well, then let's shoot them. Oh yeah, nice shot, okay, good. We are in a very high risk situation right now. So this one, by the way, I wanted to look what kind of shooting skills does Gobbet have. She's relatively quick. Yeah, okay, range combat 4. Yeah, so that's actually the thing. So it is, it's actually imperative to have one skill for dealing damage, and I thought, well, to have drones would be a good idea, but I didn't think or didn't realize that we don't get one in the beginning. So that was this was more a long-term thing, or she can actually do the Overwatch. Let's run there. Very far away. Nice. Good hit. Go like this. Then you. That one. Okay. And let's have another one. 35. Oh yeah, you got lucky there, okay. And yeah, actually, let's use haste on ourselves on hardball, and then we can actually do this one. It's just 13%. Oh, okay. Okay, I guess that was a waste, but let's shoot at the guy anyway. Yeah, that was pretty foreseeable. Little dwarf. That guy. 43. Ah yeah, nice, good. That guy goes down. Oh, 6 damage. Come on, Duncan. You. Heal. Hardball. Duncan. Okay, that's no use. You shoot that guy. Actually, then he can actually run forward, like there. Okay, I wonder if we can loot something if we kill them. So let's shoot the guy. 1%. Okay, 1 hit. 14%. It's not much. Oh yeah, but we can't get anywhere, so let's cast the spell at the guy. Maybe we get lucky. No, we don't get lucky. Goblet. Let's shoot him. Oh yeah, 6 points. That's actually good. %, down there. Let's shoot this guy. Oh, that guy is a good shot for some reason. Yeah, we need to get away from there. I mean, we are a pretty big target as well. Oh yeah, let's use bear. Shoot this guy. All misses, okay. Reloading. Running there. Dwarf. Shoot that guy. Shoot that guy some more. Okay. Got him. Ah yeah, excellent. Now the other one is engaging the police drone. And this one, it should ignore cover when attacking someone at least. No. Very sad. But now we can do an aimed shot against 6%. Very good, he's gone. Double shot on that one. The APF captain. HPF, what is it? HKPF captain. Can run away. It's getting too dangerous, but I think we should actually kill off that guy. Oh, well then, and we are also getting away. Duncan. I shoot him twice. Okay, dwarf. There, like so, and then we do. No, what did I do? Oh no, I'm stupid. We don't have any ammo. We don't have any ammo. And shooting on this. Okay, well, that was not smart. I didn't look. I didn't pay attention. Okay, then let's shoot some more. Okay, good. And now we do a double shot. Excellent. This one. Good. Captain is down. Is there anything there? No, there isn't. Well, let's get away. Shouldn't have left the dwarf alone though. But yeah, it's 2. Okay, alright, that's it. So this is how we go out and get away. On hard difficulty, yeah, there wasn't anything to be achieved there, I guess. The red shaman guides us from the doorway on the street through an eternity of winding alleys, damp sub-basements and empty buildings. Stumbling through refuse and filth, we make our way into the sewers below Victoria Harbour. It reeks down here, but it's quiet. Gobbet stops, sniffs and wipes her eyes with the back of her wrist. Her rat squeaks softly in the folds of her clothing. The dwarf watches her silently for a moment, then moves closer and gently takes her hand. In the dim light of the sewer, we can see they are nearly the same age, no more than 20, 21 tops. What were their names? She keeps her head down and tells it to the floor. The troll you were talking to was Nightjar. He was our friend. The elf was called Gutshot, kind of an asshole, but I didn't need to see his head splattered everywhere like that. She inhales a cleansing breath. Nightjar was a good guy, always had our backs, Isobel's and mine. Isobel nods in agreement. Her voice is flat. Rare to find a runner that you can actually trust. She looks to her friend. Are we clear? Gobbet looks back the way we came. I think we are shaking them. She sniffs the air. Yeah, we are clear. Wu begins pacing, his boots splashing in the sewer water, creating echoes down the tunnel. You can feel the tension coming off of him in waves. This is bullshit. I'm done messing around in alleys and sewers. I'm done running from cops. He pokes a thumb at his chest and spits his anger forth in a raspy growl. For fuck's sake! I am a cop. We noticed. There's a Lone Star sergeant dead back there. Damn it. She was... Who starts to choke up. He struggles against it, fighting to maintain control, but he needs a minute to recover. He finally manages to pull it together, but he's raw. When he speaks again, his voice is seething and hoarse. I don't know what the hell's going on with the Hong Kong cops, but I'm calling in some Lone Star backup from home. I'm gonna get some of my own people down here. Then we're gonna find Raymond and figure out what the hell's going on. The little orc shrugs. Whatever you say, big guy, you have fun with that. She looks over at her friend. They both nod. Iz and I are out of here. Best of luck finding your friend. Your people died in a hail of sniper fire. You are not gonna do anything about it? Of course we are gonna do something about it. In fact, we are gonna do 2 things. Run and hide. By the way, guys, this is pretty nice, also like the role-playing aspect. So the red shaman, the shaman always adapts certain character aspects of the totem, or maybe has the aspects of the personality anyway, which is why they establish a certain relationship with the given totem. Run and hide is typically red behavior, right? So, look, we've got you to safety, but now we are done with this shit. We don't intend to die for you. Wu isn't listening. We can see on his face that he's already written the orc girl off. He pulls the security-grade PDA from his holster on his left leg, raises it and starts tapping the buttons with a meaty finger. The Lone Star logo on the back of the device looks shiny and official. He stops confused and then taps it again harder. The red flashing image on the PDA reflects in his goggles. What the hell? I'm locked out of the network. He looks up at us. My law enforcement status has been revoked. He goes back to the screen. I don't believe it. This is saying there's an APB out on us. Mai Ling Chao Yuang. You and me both. I figured as much. You heard them on the loudspeaker. They knew our names. Wu glares at the wall, a storm raging across his face. Fucking hell. His hand clenches into a fist around his PDA. This just keeps getting worse. By the way, the PDA, I think it's like... Is it like here? No, there was... there are words. That was in the second game, okay. PDA, but it's like personal data something. It's basically a smartphone, I guess. Like a better smartphone. He leans forward as if to punch the wall, his knuckles rapping against it softly, a pantomime of barely constrained rage. And by the way, when Shadowrun was invented, there were no smartphones, just in case you're wondering. So they anticipated something. Suddenly, he turns and slings his PTA at the far wall. It hits hard, bounces back, and clatters to the ground at his feet. He looks down at it, spent. The orc mouths an okay to herself, eyebrows raised. And on that note, I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Come on, Isabel. Let's... She's cut off by a sudden smashing noise as her friend's boot comes crashing down on the PDA at Wu's feet. The dwarf looks down at her work, unsatisfied, and brings her boot down again and again and again until there's nothing left but a snarl of plastic housing broken glass and circuit board. She looks up at Wu, her chest heaving, and points at the pile of scrap she's created. Police issued. They can trace you through it, that. She turns to us, hand out. Yours too, it's on the network. Well, there go all my free upgrade points. Isobel takes your PDA and repeats her boot stomping. There. She looks over at Gobbert's sides, then reaches into her jacket pocket, pulling out 2 new PDAs. She hands them to you, or to us and Duncan. Burners, I suppose it's the least we could do after your help back there. Well, thanks. You people always keep a supply of burners in your pocket? Got any snacks in there? I'm getting a bit peckish. Isobel isn't listening. She is starting open mouth at her own PDA, its bluish glow illuminating a horrified expression. Gobbet, we gotta go right now. Isobel's voice is monotone but emphatic. Emphatic. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I have to drink a sip of water, sorry. Been talking for a while here. So, again. Isobel's voice is monotone but emphatic. She holds up her PDA to show her friend. They're after us too. Her screen displays a local newscast. Our own face stares back at us from the upper left corner of the screen. Oh. On the breaking news just under an hour ago, Hong Kong port authorities were involved in a firefight with members of a terrorist cell linked to the mainland city-state of Henan. The battle left 3 terrorists dead, along with an unconfirmed number of Hong Kong police officers. Our image winks out, replaced by a scowling image of Duncan Wu, a mugshot from a long time ago, before Raymond. Our sources report that Seattle natives Duncan Wu and Mai Ling Chao Huang Chung Ho Li, along with their Hong Kong-based accomplices, are still at large. They are well armed and should be considered extremely dangerous. Low-res photographs of Gobbet and Isobel pop up on screen, replacing Duncan Wu. The color drains out of Gobbet's face. Oh shit! Kowloon officials report that the terrorist cell known as the White Star maintains ties to the state of Henan, and it's purported to be receiving weapons and funding from anti-corporate groups in the UCAS city-state of Seattle. Port authorities are standing on high alert, and the Hong Kong Police Force Special Duties Unit has been engaged to deal with the threat. We go live now to Chief Inspector Crate of the Special Duties Unit, who will be making a statement. Behind the newscaster, a video window displays the location of our firefight in Victoria Harbour. The camera pans to Chief Inspector Crate. She is surrounded by a swarm of news reporters but appears unfazed by the attention. She speaks with supreme confidence. We have yet to ascertain the motive for tonight's attack, but it was clearly a well-planned and coordinated effort. Crate sounds smooth, more like a corporate mouthpiece than a cop. We have already issued an all-point bulletin along with a kill or capture order for the 4 remaining terrorists, and I have instructed the Special Duties Unit to make this manhunt a top priority. She looks directly into the camera. If you should see one or more of these individuals, do not attempt to engage them. Instead, tap in the HKPF flash code at the bottom of the screen. If you are on an authorized network and take a picture, our system will automatically identify them in your data stream. The decker switches off the newscast and clips her PDA back onto her belt. For a moment, there's no sound but the roar of sewer water rushing through the pipes. Gobbet bends over, hands on her knees, sucking wind. Her head scurry for a new position. I thought we were fucked before. Whose voice is eerily calm. But now we are well and truly fucked. We'll deal with it, Duncan. We always do. Wu's mouth tightens. Not this time, my Ling Cho Yuan. He begins stalking back and forth, a panther in a cage. They've labeled us terrorists, and there's an APB out on us. I've heard this kind of announcement before. I know what comes with it. Doesn't matter if we have nothing to do with that whatever city-state. They're gonna hunt us down. It's open season. Isobel nudges the remains of Wu's PDA with her booted toe. And the two of us will be hunted down right alongside you. Gobbet's wide eyes the exits tight as a spring. You can hear Shallow panting as she leans towards one, then the other. We gotta go deep. Hit the mainland for a while until we can figure this out. Find a hole to crawl into. Gobbet looks at Isobel, wipes her mouth and points at us and Duncan. We've gotta get them off the grid too. Way off. The dwarf looks up at Duncan and her large eyes narrow. Hey Lone Star, you've got a security license, right? That means that you've got a SIN too. Wu's brow furrows. Of course I have a SIN. I wouldn't be able to get paid otherwise. Only criminals and lowlifes go sinless. She runs her hands along her cyber deck, thinking, that means that you can be traced, both of you. You get spotted by a drone or a security camera, get ID'd by a retinal scanner or try to use your cred stick or passport, and the HKPF will know just where to find you. Wu crosses his arms across his chest. I know how a system identification number works, runner. So it's system identification number, the SIN. Oh yeah, and here we can use our etiquette for the Shadowrunner business. We are gonna have to burn our sins if we are gonna survive this. The two women nod. You got that right, Seattle? Gobbet pulls at her dreadlocks. We are just as screwed as you are. Me and Iz, we were listed as your accomplices, and we can't afford for you to get caught. You lead us. You lead them to us, one way or another. DNA samples, things we've told you, astral residue, I don't know, cop stuff. The little Decker looks from us to Wu, eyes narrowed, sizing us up. We can see her make a silent decision before she speaks. Her voice is flat, resigned. We need to get your sins burned, delete you from the record books. All of them. All of them? Whoa, wait a minute. You want us to just erase our identities? Wu rubs a hand across his scalp. Beyond the fact that it's insane, will that even work if we burn our sins? Go off the grid like that? Won't they just redouble their effort to find us? Condescension seeps its way into Isobel's dry jaw. Imagine playing a game of hide and seek with a siren strapped to your head. Would you rather try and hide with the siren or with the siren conspicuously absent? Deleting our identities across the entire matrix sounds hard. The little Decker nods knowingly. It's very difficult. I can't do it. Some people can. Organizations, expert systems. Gobbet's voice drops. We gotta ask for help. There's only one person we know who has the kind of pull it takes to burn a sin and hide us from the cops. Kindly Cheng. Kindly Cheng sounds like a restaurant. Yeah, well, she's not. And don't let her hear you say something like that, or you'll be searching for your tongue on the floor. She's what's known as a straw sandal, kind of a middle manager for the Yellow Lotus Syndicate. They are triad. Kindly Cheng controls all the illegal activity in our neighborhood. Smuggling, bootlegging, counterfeiting. Sounds like my kind of scum. She leans in, serious as death. This is not a joke. Kindly Cheng controls a good-sized portion of Noloon's underworld. She has soldiers, resources, she's smart, and she is not to be underestimated. Isobel's voice is hollow and flat. Taking favors from a woman like Kindly Cheng is a good way to get yourself into indentured servitude. You don't want to owe favors to a woman like that. Her eyes get big, round. Ideally, you don't want to deal with her at all. That was Nightjar's job. Nightjar's job? You mean you worked with her? What did we just tell you? She's got her fingers in everything, including brokering Shadowruns for the corpse. Kindly Cheng is our fixer. Gobbet tries to make her voice light, confident. Just stay on our good side and you'll have nothing to worry about. Now let's get this done before one of you trips the APB and brings all hell down upon us. Okay, and thus 2 Shadowrunners are born, right? Duncan, the Lone Star Cop, and us, we need to burn our sins. Or at least him. I guess we have one as well. So guys, I think this is where we can end this introduction. We have looked into the game. This is a pretty nice opening in my opinion. Very cool. Very also rather typical for Shadowrun and the Shadowrun universe. And also a very nice thing that they found even another angle with the story, and yeah, it creates a very nice environment and atmosphere of Shadowrun, of the world of the 2050s, where magic has come back to the world and humanity has developed further, especially its technical level. So that's what Shadowrun is about. All very cool. We have looked at a lot of the game mechanics. I mean, of course, there's way more. Spending karma. Yeah, I mean, we can see stuff. So there's a lot of cyberware to be had. But this is the point where I say, I already played this game. Trust me, it is worth playing if you like tactical combat, as you've seen, as we have demonstrated. And if you like a good story in a game. And this is actually an excellent story in my opinion. I mean, of course it's all a matter of taste, but there are objective aspects that make this one to a very good game. And yeah, if you like Shadowrun anyway, then this is a must play for you in my opinion. If you don't have the time to do it now, you know about the game at least. Yeah, and I hope you are happy and delighted that you got this information and know what this is about. Yeah, and at some point maybe we will enjoy something similar and similarly cool. Yeah, and this is the end before the spoiler, because actually I wanted I in the other games I said okay, I will not, like in my other reviews, I will not show you an end game save game or something, what I'm doing or whatever, because I wanted I not only don't want to spoil anything, because I really think this is especially worth it to play yourself, but now I'm going to do it, yeah, just because I wanted to give you some advice, but it's time for you to sign off now, just on how to build the character. So, and I had built a magic user that's also a pretty good decker and drone controller, you know, so that's my build. I'm going to show you that build now. I had pretty good experience with it, although of course it was relatively tough in the beginning, but as we can see, the team we get and ourselves, I mean, we can pull it off even on hard difficulty. Yeah, so I would hope that you appreciate this video and enjoyed watching it, found it informative and exciting and entertaining. I certainly like it very much how they start the story here in the third game. Yeah, please click the like button, and you are very welcome to subscribe to the channel so you never ever miss an episode again. And now the spoiler. Please sign off if you don't want anything to be spoiled. So this is where I am going to load a game, which is here. That's the bonus, by the way. So I had played it like, yeah, as we can see, in 2019. This is the aftermath. So let's have this one here, or this one there. Yeah, but maybe close your eyes for a second. Yeah, let's load this one. I just wanted to show you my character. So yeah, and there's of course cool stuff. So the fortune engine. Yeah, we are not talking about that right now. Just close your eyes, keep your eyes closed, just a second longer, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading, and there we are. So, and here, now you can, wait a second, now you can open your eyes again. So this one here is my character. So we do have a Steel Lynx MK2, yeah, we have a cyberware, we have a cerebral booster that gives us some more intelligence, and a data jack. And we have limited spell abilities. I like the heal wound and the haste. And yeah, I didn't spend the karma because I was waiting to invest it. But yeah, actually, like the charisma. Yeah, I never got the totem. So I think the bear totem is really good. But if we do this one... Oh, do we have a totem choice? Oh, we already have the totem. Okay, that's fine. So I gave him body 4. That was sufficient. Quickness 2 for the dodge. A little bit of range combat, but I never really used that one. Let's have a look. Yeah, there are also limited slots here, so we can't even use a weapon, basically, right? So 2 drones, and they are getting good. And the cyber deck, Fairlight Excalibur, pretty expensive as well, and haste 2. That gives 1 AP for 3 rounds, right? So that was my setup. Charisma 7, intelligence 8 with biotech. So I built the Decker with also high conjuring, relatively high conjuring, to use the spirits, because usually during every battle, or nearly every battle, there is a chance to summon a spirit somewhere in the environment. Yeah, maybe a trash heap or something, then you've got a trash spirit, or like a ventilation shaft, then there's some kind of wind spirit or something. Yeah, and I didn't have such big problems because you also have people in your party, right? That also add up. So that being said, thank you for watching, and maybe even there's a more spoiler if you want to. Yeah, I'm just showing this one also, like, for documenting purposes. So this is my personal I think the last one for the bonus content. Was it that one? Because there is a spider bot. We want to have a look at the spider bot. So there's a lot of stuff. Yeah. So this one, the Hong Kong game, the third one is probably the best one, but certainly because it's combining spectacular stuff, more equipment, more spells and other stuff. Oh yeah, here there it is. So there's a spider tank there, right? That's pretty cool. And here we actually, my build is complete. Yeah, so we have strength 7, so he's actually went into close combat. Quickness, because the thing is, if someone runs up, then you can just punch them. Charisma 9, conjuring, summoning, bodyware, we got the cyberware affinity. Yeah, limited spell casting, as we can see here. This is the lightning barrier, haste 2, heal wounds, and the shadow. This is actually a thing that you get, and that is, yeah, excellent, because you can shoot and then people run into the shadow zone where they cannot be targeted. So that's making things very safe. Guardian MK2 and the Guardian MK2 Auto. Yeah. Combat Hoover drones. Yeah, and that's the thing. So what is this one? Street Operative. Yeah. That's the thing here. Cyberware. Oh yeah, and he got... Oh yeah, and I think I just augmented him some more. Super Hydroid. Yeah, because I didn't go into the magic so much. So what do we have here? Essence cost 0. A Jolt Alert. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. No, actually there is stuff that doesn't cost... that actually doesn't cost so much essence. And with the karma... with the body we get the essence, right? So that's why I kept the essence at 5. And that's why we got, or why I had the shock hand. That's good. you know, like if someone comes up and the drones are somewhere else or whatever, I guess, yeah, you can just punch someone or stun someone, which is also pretty useful. Yeah, if you don't want or should not kill anybody. I got the tailored pheromones for more charisma, so people can sniff us and react in a positive way. And this is the suprathyroid is a passive +1 to all physical attributes. That's also like an excellent thing to get. Costs only 0.5 essence. So that's the thing. Yeah, and that's how it comes out here. Spending the karma, right? 6 body for 60 points of hit points. Quickness for the dodge. Strength 6. This one is the defense bonus. To non-magical range attacks made at close range. Ah, yeah. Because enemies like to run up as well. That's one of the problems. Yeah, and I gave him like the ability to punch back, or if someone runs up. So, and we are basically the best decker. Could make it more, but I never got the karma and found other stuff more interesting or more pressing. Yeah, pretty good drones. Willpower, the basic basically, so we can see the dragon lines, but that's it. Although it's also defensive, it's a defensive thing. Helps boost resistance against certain magical attacks such as mana bolt. Well, at some point you just have to make a decision and say, well, okay, if he wants to be strong somewhere, he needs to be weak in other areas, or not too strong there at least. Yeah, we got very charismatic. Became a pretty good conjurer. I liked the lightning barrier. Yeah. But never came here to this stuff. Spirit summoning up to the totem. And yeah, I think yeah, we have bear. So that's what I like, to heal any damage, because as we have learned, if someone hits you, you can heal only the last injury with magic. But magic is basically free, and the cooldown with 3 turns or 4 with healing, yeah, it's manageable. So that being said, this is the game. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. Huge potential. I would love to see more Shadowrun. Yeah, and please click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you never ever want to miss one of the great Playing Hardball videos again. See you next time. Bye bye.